So my name is Firefighter Akhtar. I'm based here at Wimsall Fire Station, work for Cheshire Fire and Rescue Service, and I've been with Cheshire for 13 years. So I applied 13 years ago in 2010, and the reason why I applied to work for the fire service was I wanted to do a little bit more than my previous job, which was working in the banking industry. So working for the community was top of my list, and that's the reason why I joined. So Ramadan is a sacred month of the year where billions of Muslims all around the world fast for 30 days between sunrise and sunset, in which they have to abstain from drinking water and eating food for 30 days. What it means to me, being Muslim, from such a young age, at the age of 13, I started fasting when my parents were waking me up early in the morning. On the off chance, because I was young, we only did like a half-day fast just to sort of like get into the actual how the fasting works. But since I've been a teenager, I've been fasting for, doing the full 30 days up until now, which I'm nearly going to turn 50. So yeah, it means a whole lot to me. A normal day is like, for example, today I woke up early in the morning before sunrise, just after dawn. I ate my normal breakfast. I try and have a healthy breakfast, try and get some carbohydrates into me, try and get drink a lot of water as well, because I can't drink water all day, so I try and get at least 4 litres of water just to see me out through the day. On station, I try and pray as much as I can. I try and do my 5 prayers, which usually fall within whilst I'm in station at the moment. I do actually have our own prayer room, which I use constantly, just for a bit of reflection as well, but also mainly to do my prayers. Because of Ramadan, things do change. We can actually adjust training to the morning times where I've got a bit more energy inside of me, compared to maybe doing something later on in the afternoon where you can feel a bit tired and a bit lethargic. So in the afternoons, we try and go and do some safe and well visits, go and do some thematic inspections, and any sort of like school visits that we have planned. We just try and do them in the afternoon, and then do the training first thing in the morning. Previously, when I have been to an incident whilst fasting, I attended a building fire in which I was fasting, and it was a very hot day. So with me, I usually keep some like a Mars bar, some sort of form of chocolate, and it's like a Lucozade bottle where I can try and get some energy, or like a bottle of water. So if we do get an incident, I always wait until we actually turn up, see what the incident is, and then if it's something where I need to break my fast, I'll just have a quick drink of water, have a quick bite of a chocolate bar, just to get some energy into me, and then basically I'll go and deal with whatever the incident is. I have a very supportive team here. Last year, I think it was the year before, they all fasted for me for 1 day just to get an idea of what it's like and how I feel. They do have a lot of appreciation and respect for me as a Muslim and fasting at the same time and doing such a particularly like a physical job.
Well, obviously it's something that Usman does every year, and it's really important to him in his religion, and he approached us the 1 year to see if we'd like to experience or a small part of that experience with him.
I've worked with Usman for quite a few years now. I've seen him go through Ramadan, see the struggles, and it's a good idea really. It's just, you get to see it from his side, how difficult it can be, especially when we start getting incidents. So it shows him a bit of support, but also shows the operational side how difficult it can be fasting and doing your job at the same time.
We wanted to make sure that it reflected what Usman has to go through. So we really wanted to do it properly, so we did the sunrise to sunset fast. And typically it was quite a busy day, which it was always going to be, but again that just made us probably appreciate the difficulty of it a little bit more.
It was a long day, and I only had to do it for a day. It was definitely a long day because I am a big coffee drinker. I like my food as well. Fire calls kept coming in, especially the last one, which was a large building fire, which involves a lot of running about, running hoses out. So it was really difficult. So yeah, it was for me doing it for just 1 day. I could see how hard it can be for us.
In one way it was made it a bit easier probably because it took our mind off us, the thought of being hungry, because you're busy running around and dealing with an operational incident. But at the same time it did make me realise how difficult it can be, and that was just for the one day.
It's also put me in a better place as a manager at an operational incident, knowing how that affects him, knowing not to put too much workload on him when he is doing it, and spread it out a little bit more amongst everybody. But we've got a great watch here, so everyone supports each other.
They do make time for me, they do understand my beliefs, they do support me in regards to if it's an incident that someone else can deal with where I don't have to use a lot of energy, they understand that. But just things like duties in and around the station, I do get a lot of support from my managers and as well as my colleagues as well. Very supportive team here at Wilmslow.